Everybody gets old, and getting old slows you down. Unfortunately, there's just no escaping it. But you can delay it. And with some smart training, you can still be fast over the age of 50. Today, we're going to present some tips for triathlon training over 50. It's no longer novel today to see triathletes competing in their 50s or even their 60s. Or even their 70s. The 70 plus age category is seldom unrepresented at your local triathlon anymore. More and more people are understanding the benefits of a healthy, active lifestyle as you go into your twilight years. And arguably, there's no better sport for this than triathlon. Whether you're continuing a long endurance career or starting a new one as the kids move out and you have some more time, triathlon presents a whole host of challenges to the aging athlete. So today, we're going to take a look at what those challenges are and give you some tips on how to overcome them. So what actually happens as you age? Well, lots of things like graying hair and wrinkles and bad eyes. But the important ones for your endurance career are a decrease in aerobic capacity. Basically, your VO2 max is going to decrease as you are less able to provide oxygen to your working muscles. A decrease in muscle mass. As you age, muscle fibers are lost, resulting in a decreased muscle mass and decreased strength. In fact, at 40, a sedentary person may have the same muscle mass as their active peers. By the time they're 70, a sedentary person may have 50% less muscle mass than their peers who have continued exercising. And an increase in body fat percentage. Yes, even if you're active, you will decrease your lean mass and increase your fat mass as you get older. Also, as you age, your recovery time takes longer. An effort like a race that may have taken you a few days to recover from now can take more than 2 weeks. And the recovery from training sessions follows a similar pattern. It's just going to take you longer to recover from. Your immune system also slows down, and your recovery from illnesses is going to take a little bit longer than it used to. All of these things are inevitable and unavoidable, but you can take practical steps to mitigate them as you get older. So what can you do? Today, we're going to give you 6 tips if you're over 50 or heading there soon on how you can mitigate the aging process. Starting with, get a good training program. When you were younger, it was okay to be a bit risky and foolish and enter races when you were underprepared or do massive training sessions that you weren't quite ready for. But as you get older, the risk of injury and the recovery phase it takes after that is just not worth it. So get a good training program and then stick to it and build consistently and slowly to any big athletic goal. Then focus on strength work. To slow down that muscle mass loss that we spoke about, you need to use the muscles. Everyone thinks of the gym when we talk about strength work, but it doesn't have to be a trip to the gym. In fact, you can do it while swimming, biking and running. Put some big paddles on when you're swimming. Bike up hills in a big gear on the bike and run up big hills, basically. But you have to do strength work as you get older. It will pay dividends. That old adage, use it or lose it, applies to your muscles more than anything. Keep the intensity stuff. There is a tendency in endurance athletes as they get older and slower to just go slow. But it's the strain and recovery from it that actually makes you stronger rather than the pace that you go. So keep the hard efforts and intervals in your program and just do them a little bit slower than you used to. You'll still get the benefits. Pay attention to your diet. Different people age differently. Some will gain weight as they get older and their metabolism slows. Others will lose weight as they lose that muscle mass we were talking about. Whichever camp you fit in, the solution is roughly the same. You need to shift to less carbs and more protein. The more protein will help you stave off that loss of muscle mass, and less carbs will definitely help you to not keep the pounds on as your metabolism slows. Either way, you need to be watching what you eat a little bit more carefully than you did when you were younger. Get good sleep. It will take you longer to recover from training as you age, but getting good sleep can definitely help with this. Getting good sleep also gets harder as you age. So you need to pay a bit more attention to controlling all the variables, like noise, comfort, your bedtime routine, and your sleep schedule. All of these things together can improve your night's sleep and therefore improve your recovery, which means more training, which means more speed. And finally, keep it fun. While exercise is basically a medicine for older people to improve their health, it doesn't need to be a bitter pill. If it starts becoming a chore and a tedious drag on your day, find some other way to get your exercise. Join a different group, try a different sport, do something interesting to make it fun. It should be fun and enjoyable, not just something you have to do for your health. As you can hopefully tell, I'm not actually over 50 yet, so my advice may not be that interesting. But older athletes are definitely a massive source of motivation and inspiration. In fact, at most Ironman award ceremonies, the biggest applause goes to the oldest age groups. And as none of us here at GTN have done a triathlon over 50, we certainly hope to be as fit and strong as those older categories when we are older, less young than we are now. You know what I mean. Anyway, there are many other things you could do and tips and tricks, so if you have your own, leave them in the comment section down below. We'd love to hear from you what worked for you or for someone you know as they got older. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video, to hit that like button and subscribe to GTN for more videos in the future.